Welcome to Tunnel Talk, where we discuss everything indoor skydiving and tunnel flying. And we're joined by Dennis from Team Hayabusa.
Yeah, exactly. Hello.
So, Dennis, you joined the team about 10 years ago?
Yeah, that's right. In September of 2010, I joined the team as an effective member. That was after the World Meet in Russia at that time, and yeah, since then I've been going on until now and having heaps of fun.
So, this is a full-time four-way team, Belgium team.
Exactly. We are sponsored by the military. We're active military personnel, soldiers. But the army gives us a chance to perform our sports full time and represent the army and represent the sport with some good results and some good PR.
So, just to give for people watching who may not be familiar with the team, the 2020 Win Games first,
Yep.
2019 Win Games first. Some other events, the 2019 World Indoor Championships in France first.
Yeah. I mean, we've been going. I mean, if you look at the website of our of the all the competitions that we attended to and everything, the last couple of years have been really high for us. Like our best performances ever. I think since I joined, I only lost or became second in one wind tunnel meet. Lost my first or became second in my first outdoor skydiving competition, and since then won them all. So yeah, I must say it has been a good road till now. Yeah.
Now, in 2018, for the Outdoor Parachuting World Championships, you were here in Australia on the Gold Coast. How was that?
Yeah, it was amazing. It was my first time in Australia, and I mean the country is amazing. The Gold Coast where we were jumping was at some amazing scenery. Everybody was there, and it was just so well set up. And yeah, we enjoyed our time a lot here.
So, 10 years full-time four-way. Now, you are both an outdoor four-way team and an indoor four-way team. How have you seen the tunnels, or have you seen the tunnels change, both outdoor and indoor, in relation to four-way teams, four-way flying?
Yeah, I mean, the tunnel has changed the sport a lot in the sense that in the beginning it was used to make your outdoor performance better. It was used more as a tool, while now it's becoming, as you know, it became its own sport on its own. So the tunnel takes away all the aspects of weather and all that stuff. And it also saves you a lot of time of hanging around on a drop zone, having good or bad weather, which makes it longer. So you can train in a very short amount a lot. So with all that said, that's a big advantage for some people that have work next to it. So you have some teams that only do tunnel and no more skydiving. So it's becoming more this where back in the day it was a tool, it's becoming its own sport now. Yeah.
And I think that's what I find exciting. Like, I'm back in the day, spent a few years on an outdoor four-way team. I don't follow four-way, but fast forward to now with the tunnels, there's a heap of really good quality indoor World Cups, World Championships, indoor flying. The tunnels are starting to broadcast good quality live streams. It makes it entertaining and very watchable.
Yeah, exactly. I do agree. I think the tunnel makes it very visual for the spectators, while in the sky, unfortunately, you only always have video and not something live to watch. It's another thing to see it live. And I think, as you mentioned, Win Games is for me the one of the pioneers that put it out there in a very good way, marketing wise, and now we're trying to push the sport to make it more fun to watch. Our discipline, the FS, the formation skydiving, it's such an old discipline in a way. So for people to understand it, it's a little bit difficult. But it's how should I say? It's also always a little bit the classic. Your classic discipline that will never die because it's very accessible as well for a lot of people. While as the newer disciplines, the dynamic and stuff is very visual, very artistic, beautiful. But you need to spend a lot of time to get good in these disciplines, and they're still accessible, but you need heaps more time to get really good at them.
You do.
Yeah, exactly.
The other thing, now this year I assume is a pretty big year for you guys. You're going into, in your home country, the Indoor World Cup in Belgium in April, is it?
Yeah, exactly. Unfortunately, we will not be attending the World Cup this year because we are because we do both outdoor and indoor. We need to with the same budget. we need to always prioritize what we focus on, and this year it's the World Meet Outdoor in Russia. So the Wind Games was the only indoor meet that we were going to attend this year, unfortunately, and we're going to spend all our time and money into skydiving a lot, getting the jump numbers up. But with that said, when you go skydiving, it's a lot more, budget-wise, it's a lot more expensive. You need to travel to places where it's good weather, find the right aircraft and all that stuff. So it makes it a lot more complicated. So yeah, we try to shift our focus every time to the year where it's the World Meet year. We focus on that discipline, which is outdoor, and then next year when it's World Championships in Slovakia, it's going to be. Then we shift our focus again to the indoor.
And that was one of the questions I was going to ask you, the balance between training indoor and outdoor. You know, for those people who may not be familiar, the tunnel may look the same. It's different. Training, it's a different environment to train in and fly in than outdoors.
Yeah, exactly. The tunnel makes it in a way it makes it a lot easier, but in another way it makes it a lot more technical as well. So you don't have the hassle of having the parachute on your back. You have a lot more references. You don't have the first 10 seconds out of the aircraft, which is your orientation of the formation is different than when you're laying completely flat. So those things make it a lot easier, but the other thing is it will go a lot faster then as well. So mentally it will make it a lot more challenging.
Yep. And have you seen, like over the 10 years, like when you first started, had you flown much tunnel prior to before you joined the team?
Yeah, so I started skydiving, not tunnel flying. So I did my AFF course, and then I met the Hayabusa team, and they basically said to me, you know, these tunnels are out now. We need to you need to train a lot in them to get your technique, your skills up to level. So I did a lot of tunnel flying before I joined the team to get my personal flying skills good enough, you know.
And are you seeing, or have you seen the tunnels having much influence on more interest in four-way? Because I guess as a skydiver, people look at the head up, head down, VFS, wingsuiting, that's the sort of glamorous stuff maybe for incoming jumpers.
Yeah.
They sort of skip the flat flying a little bit.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, I've seen it evolve into where the free fly came on hot, and then it was kind of like this. It was not a war, but like belly flyers and free flyers, where they were like, oh, that's a free flyer, oh, that's a belly flyer. So I feel now, because it's so much more mediatized and all the disciplines always come together, the mutual respect is coming back.
So, and I guess that was what I was getting at. Because of the tunnels, have you maybe seen people working together more aware of four-way, eight-way?
Yeah, exactly. And then the other way is true as well. I fly other disciplines just to make me a better flyer as well. And same goes for the free fly. I know enough free flyers that say like, man, let's do a belly jump. I want to do a belly jump. So from both worlds, we're trying to get the benefit from each discipline to put into our own flying skills. But because obviously if I can fly in different orientations and feel the wind over my body and in different orientations, it will also help my belly flying, just to understanding of the wind. Yeah.
And aside from four-way, do you have a favorite alternative tunnel discipline?
I like dynamic flying. Yeah, definitely. I did last year. I did my first dynamic flying small competition with one of my teammates, the Belgian national. So that was heaps of fun. It makes your day a lot longer because they always split the belly flying and or the FS and the dynamic flying. but it was heaps of fun. I was more stressed than I imagined.
And it was two-way dynamic.
Yeah, two-way dynamic. Yeah.
So heading off to Russia, obviously, for the outdoor FAI World Parachuting Championships in August.
Yes. Exactly.
Yep. And like, how much time, as you said, you balance the years, tunnel and outdoor, depending on the competitions. So, in like this being an outdoor year, what sort of training schedule would you guys be doing leading into an outdoor World Championships?
When we make our schedule, we work back from the dates. You know, we look at the competition dates and then we say like, okay, we want to have 1 week in between, not too long, 1 week in between as a rest to be really mentally and physically ready for the meet. And then we plan a training of 1 week. And the more we go far away from the world meet, the more jump numbers we will do and the longer camps, because they're physically more tiring. And you just need jump numbers, and the closer you get, we'll probably make our camp smaller but more intense. Yeah, so we're looking at not more than a week and a half between each camp. That can be then a 10-day camp, and the closer you come, it goes to a 5-day camp with shorter breaks to keep the intensity up. So yeah, we're traveling the whole time.
So while you've been here in Sydney at iFly Down Under, you, I believe, have been doing a bit of coaching with the Uprising, an indoor-only team. How are they going?
Oh, they're going good. They're heaps of fun to train with. I must say they pick up stuff really well, and they're a fun group to be around. Yeah. And now today we also have some 8-way going on. It's very tiny in this tunnel, but we make it work. And the point is they need to learn stuff. So anything we can give them that will help them, maybe for the 8-way outdoors and for Uprising indoors to get their speed up is obviously good.
Yeah, because Uprising, I think, are heading off to the Indoor World Cup.
Exactly. I will see them. So I will not be doing the Indoor World Cup. I will be actually going on a training camp with my team on the day it starts. But the days leading up, I'm around and I'll be helping them out as well. So that'll be more going towards meet preparation than technique training or whatever. Yeah.
All right, well, you've got to head back and get some coaching for these guys. Thanks for the catch up. Good luck at the Outdoor World Championships.
Thank you very much.